It is September 14th, 2024. This is Dan Kerr. We're at Celebrate Petworth. Could you tell us your name?
Alexis Zosel.
Alexis, how long have you been in Petworth?
I've been in Petworth about 4 years, but before that I was in Silver Spring. So.
And what are some of the things that have drawn you to Petworth as a neighborhood?
Well, before I moved here, when I was living in Silver Spring, I worked in Petworth. So I was working in Petworth for a year at Powell Bilingual Elementary, and I just really loved the area every time I came to work, and I was like, it's such a nice location where it's still accessible to different areas of the city, but it feels very like residential and community oriented. And so then I was like, maybe I should live in Petworth. And then, yeah, that's kind of where I like looked for places after I was moving out of my place in Silver Spring. So.
Oh, that's great. And
Yeah.
Are there kind of special places in Petworth that you identify with when you think of the neighborhood and your connection to it?
Yeah, I think I used to live around like near the Petworth Metro, so like around 7th and Quincy. So when I was living there, I was working for part of the time at the coffee shop Qualia, which is now Snappy's, and that was like the first coffee shop that I went to, I think maybe in the city at all when I first moved here from Mississippi like 5 years ago. And since I was working in this area, I was like, just walked by it and I was like, what's this coffee shop? And I thought it was really nice. And then I ended up working there later. And that was just like a few minutes walk from my house. So I felt like very connected to kind of that area and the folks that were around there and coming to Qualia a lot. But then my roommates and I also really loved to go to Slash Run, which was just, our house was like a 15-minute walk to there. So we would just like walk up like Rock Creek Church Road, I think is what it is, to like go up to Slash Run. And that was, they have like a half-price burger night on Mondays. And if you go during the happy hour period, you can also get half-price drinks. So you could get basically a full half-price meal if you get like a drink and a burger on a Monday night. So after I would work every Monday, I would like go try a different burger each week. And I went through all of their burgers. And so that was like a fun little thing. And then, yeah, occasionally like my roommates would come with me and we would go to Slash Run a lot. But I'm living in like a different area of Petworth now. So now I feel like maybe that kind of spot is more like Red Derby or Lyman's, because I'm near like Upshur Pool and Upshur Park, so it's like a 10-minute walk north of kind of the Red Derby strip. So yeah, it's been like cool to see like different areas of Petworth, how there's like still these little like micro communities within the neighborhood that's already like a community within a bigger community. And so yeah, it's been nice.
And how would you describe those micro communities, some of the differentiation between them and similarities?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like within Petworth, it's kind of hard to say because I still kind of see Petworth as like this specific community that feels like residential and like kind of family oriented, but there's still also like a lot of young people and singles around the area, and also like a lot of people that have been here for like their whole life who are in like their 60s and 70s. And so I kind of associate all of Petworth as that, but then have just, I don't know, found like, you know, different groups of people within the different areas of Petworth. Like I would say maybe the area I'm in now, there's a lot more like Latino Salvadorian families especially. And so like getting to know a lot of folks around there and like going to more restaurants like that and stuff has been fun. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's cool to like see the different pockets and yeah.
That's terrific. Do you have any favorite stories of things that you've done or happened to you in Petworth, or that you made happen to someone else?
I feel like there's just been so many little things that have happened. Like early on when I first moved to Petworth, I remembered just like walking around the neighborhood because I was just like so excited to be like in the city itself after living in the suburbs, I guess, in Silver Spring. And I just like walked down the street, and at the end of my block there is this house with like a beautiful garden, it's like a corner house, so they have all this space for a garden. And the guy living there just like invited me in and said like, come into like the gate and I'll give you a little garden tour. And he like walked me around the garden, and I was like really admiring his magnolia tree because I'm from Mississippi and that's like our state flower and our state tree. So I really love magnolias and just think they smell really nice. So he like picked me one of the magnolias to take home, and yeah, so that was really sweet. And then I was walking like dogs in the area for a while, and I would just like sometimes see the dogs that I would like walk through WAG, like the app. I would like see them about the neighborhood like other times, and sometimes with their owners and sometimes with someone else who also maybe walks them. And so it was just like funny to be like, oh, there's like Dumbledore, or what was her name? It was like Peanut or Popcorn, I don't know. There is some dog that I really loved, and she had like this very funny little name. So yeah, just I feel like little connections like that, and I think especially working in like coffee shops in Petworth, and the coffee shop that I'm working at now is in Mount Pleasant, but like there's still a lot of overlap, I think, between like Petworth, Columbia Heights, and Mount Pleasant. So just seeing like a lot of regulars from the coffee shops like around different areas it's just really cool, because I feel like we're obviously in like a big city, but it still feels like such a small town in some ways. So yeah, I think just like the little like funny overlap of people and places and all of that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.